Hey there, I'm Lainey Lipsky, parenting coach and master teacher. Parenting is hard. I totally get it, and I'm here to make it easier for you. Especially if you had a tough childhood or you've got a tough child now, I've got your back. So take a deep breath, relax, and check out this clip from my coaching group this week. And remember to hit like and subscribe if you like my vibe. Let's get started. Okay, so the question is that your 4-year-old has been very grumpy after school. She's been going in person for about 2 weeks now. She wakes up around 6:30 every morning, so we have moved her bedtime up a lot. We now start at 7 a.m. and they are in bed around 7:30 a.m. You mean p.m. Around 7 p.m. They're in bed around 7:30 p.m. Okay, and she's waking up at 6:30. Okay. The school does nap time, but she keeps telling me that she doesn't sleep. But she fell asleep in the car on the way home the other day, so I knew she was tired. Yes, I'm so glad you know that. When your child is falling asleep in the car, uh, that means they are tired and they need more sleep. Okay. When we got home, she was having a screaming fit at the top of her lungs and kind of a tantrum, screaming, yep, throwing herself, throwing things, hitting, and even spitting. Yeah, little girl. I surprisingly stayed calm the whole time. That's awesome. Amazing. High five, fist bump, elbow bump, all of that. So good. You stay calm the whole time, but this is definitely wearing on us every day and you don't know what else to do. Okay, what a good question. I love this question because, well, as a parenting coach, whenever there's a pattern, I'm like, ooh, we get to unpack the pattern and we get to see what's going on. If you are, first of all, I would say to confirm with her teachers that she's not sleeping at school. It sounds like she's not. So it sounds like by the time you have her on your hands in the afternoon, you have a super grumpy, super tired little girl, which makes sense. And there's a lot of stimulation at school. So there's not necessarily going to be a way for you to cut down that stimulation for her at school. Meaning, if she's really tired and she's still at school, and then all the other kids are waking up from nap and they're like, okay, let's do circle time, let's do this. It's like, can be very overwhelming for her little brain if she's not sleeping. Um, you can check in with the school to see if there is a way that they can encourage her or help find out what they're doing around nap time. Not to tell them how to do their job. We don't ever want to do that with somebody who's taking care of our kids, but um, just see, are they turning out the lights? Are they blacking out? Do they black out curtains? Like, just get curious about what they're doing there. And if they get curious about if there's any way for them to make that a more inviting nap situation for her, because she's clearly tired. Now, when it comes to if you don't have success there and she's not napping at school, then my suggestion to you is that you keep the stimulation at home super low from the time you pick her up to the time you put her to bed. Any one of us who's ever been so tired that our eyes are burning and we feel like all crackly and prickly inside and like somebody's playing music or somebody's whistling or somebody is like chewing loudly, like it's so grating on the nerves because your nerves are really exposed, right? It's like when somebody says you're working my last nerve or I feel really nervy or on edge. That's why, because your nerve endings are actually like just freaking out. I don't think that's a scientific term, but I just sort of made it one. So keep the stimulation, keep the sounds really low. Um, I wouldn't necessarily let her sleep in the car if that's going to interrupt bedtime, but you may have to pull bedtime back even farther if she is not napping. And that may seem crazy, but you will have a happier child on your hands. Okay? I really hope this video was helpful to you. Feel free to share it and use the comments to ask a question or to request a topic for the future. We've got links below for free support with things like discipline, teaching your kids how to be more gritty, and how to be more patient with your kids, plus access to my free coaching group. So be sure to check those links out. And remember, we get one shot at parenthood. Our kids only get one shot at their childhood, so let's make it count. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.